Hey guys, welcome to your daily mobility flow. We're going to start on your feet today, and we're going to start with a straddle. So, it's a little kind of medium wide, not super wide, not super narrow. Stance, toes forward. Now we're just going to lean over, and we're going to start by stretching out your hamstrings a little bit. Just kind of work side to side. Nice easy hinge. We'll spend about 90 seconds here, about a minute and a half, just kind of working the hamstrings open to get things rolling today. Gave blood yesterday, got some bruising. Never happened before, ever. Given blood a lot of times, and that's the first after effect I've ever had. Like bruised needle point, a bit of blood under the skin. Kind of knew I'm a pretty easy blood giver, honestly. It's like 5 minutes and I'm done. Boom, just finished. Super easy veins to hit. One time I had a first timer, no lie. And I'm sure he had put needles in people before, like for practice, but I had a first timer, like it was his first ever stick of a non-practice session. And I usually watch him put the needle in, like I'll watch it go in. I don't know, I just would rather know when the pinch is gonna happen, the stick, and anticipate it rather than it be like a surprise. But I'm just weird like that. And he was like literally looking at my arm. He's like measured everything out, he's all ready to go. All right, we're gonna sit on your butt now, and we're gonna hit your piriformis. Both sides, so we got crisscross, crossed up, and we're gonna lean down. So, yeah, this new guy, he's like, this isn't yesterday, this is years ago. Like, are you gonna watch? I was like, I was planning on it. He was like, oh. So I was like, I mean, I don't have to if it'll make you feel better. He was like, I'm new at this. I was like, all right, man, it's okay. You got it. But I'm a good first patient. My veins are just so easy to hit. It's just so easy. It's like not a big deal. Never had any issues. Switch sides, except for one time. This one time, they finish and they put the little gauze and you put your finger and you raise your hand above your head to stop the bleeding before they wrap your arm. And one time I whiffed, and what I mean by whiffed is I missed the hole, and I put my hand over my head and I'm holding, and then my arm starts getting really warm, like my armpit all of a sudden, get this like real warm feeling, and I look down and there's blood running down my arm because I just totally missed the hole. That's the only issue I've ever had. It wasn't even an issue, just wiped it up and moved on. Pretty easy. All right, switch back. We're gonna do both sides twice. This is on point today for me. I hope you feel like you need this kind of same hip mobility as I do, because honestly, I mean, I like this position okay, but it's not like all right, switch, a great stretch for me. I mean, it feels good on my hips, especially afterwards. Maybe not, it doesn't feel entirely amazing on my knees while I'm doing it, but today. It just feels right. Don't know how to explain it. Well, let's get a spread them again, but this time we're going to really widen them as wide as you can. Push your heels into the ground and then lift yourself up and slide forward. Oh, I think I might cramp. Oh, I think I did. I just cramped on video. All right, maybe I'm not going to go that wide today. My glute, my left glute started cramping on me. That's always a pretty normal thing, like at the gym. Post-workout, like you just finished like a long, hard workout and somebody's been sweating for an hour. And then you go to like stretch, especially like a standing hamstring stretch where you stand up and you stick your foot like at this level up in front of you and you lean over for your hamstring. Without fail, someone's like hip flexor will cramp while they're trying to standing hamstring stretch. It's pretty normal. I didn't work out today, so I don't know where that stretch would have come from. Yesterday I just did upper body stuff, so don't really know. We did do a nasty running workout on Monday. It's like 1 o'clock, it's like 90 degrees outside, and I've got this hill right next to my house that's, good, probably 20 degrees incline. It's 275 yards. We measured it yesterday, on Monday actually, after we finished run, which also makes me realize I can blow out Monday, not yesterday. But 275 yards, probably about 20 degree incline or so. And we did 10 hills, 10 by 275 with a jog back down between, no walking. Once you started the first run, the first hard hill run, you had to keep moving the whole time. And it was a run hard up the hill and then like a recover back down, but no walking allowed. And I mean, I like the heat. I like to push hard in the heat, but I tell you what, that workout on Monday, it got me. It ate my lunch. All right. Call it there. Let's pigeon it up. Sorry, I gotta stretch my glutes out because cramping. So I'm gonna make you stretch your glutes out too. Just fold it over. We're just gonna spend probably about a minute per side here. Not really measuring the minute precisely, but we'll hang out here for around a minute per side. Open up those glutes. Switch. You guys do any good workouts? You should, if you've done a good one, like a memorable one the last couple weeks, you should add it to the comments so I can get a little inspiration. I've been writing workouts for a long time, 12 years now. probably riding them for 11, maybe a little more. And you know, right now I write workouts for probably, well, 2 gyms, mine and another, and then an extra, I don't know, 40, 50 athletes a day, probably. All right, rest. So you start to hit the same patterns all the time. You start to just like run out of creative ideas. So if you guys have a pretty pretty lit creative idea of a workout you've done in the last couple of weeks, please comment it below. I'd love to read it and get a little inspired again. Anyways, that is your daily mobility flow. I feel good. My hips feel good. I hope your hips feel good. Yeah, that's it. I'll see you guys tomorrow.